Alright team, welcome and get ready for an adventure like no other. Today, we're not just traveling, we're venturing to the planet's most remote and breathtaking frontiers. We'll uncover places where nature rules and survival is a daily challenge for all who dare to visit. This is about pushing boundaries, finding hidden corners, and meeting the people who truly thrive there. It's more than travel, it's about understanding the untamed heart and wild spirit of our world. Grab your gear, our first stop redefines isolation. Let's do this together. First up, Tristan da Cunha, Earth's most remote inhabited archipelago. It's a name that sounds almost mythical, and for good reason. This tiny cluster of volcanic islands sits in the middle of the South Atlantic, so far from anywhere that it's often called the world's loneliest island. There's no airport, no helipad, and no easy way in. The only access is by sea, a week-long voyage from South Africa, braving unpredictable weather and the vast, restless ocean. For most, the journey itself is a test of patience and endurance. The wild Atlantic surrounds you on all sides, stretching to the horizon. The nearest inhabited land is over 2,400 kilometers away, making Tristan da Cunha the ultimate definition of isolation. When you finally spot the volcanic peak rising from the mist, it feels like you've discovered a lost world, untouched, mysterious, and almost otherworldly. The only settlement, Edinburgh of the Seven Seas, is home to fewer than 300 people. Most are descendants of a handful of settlers, families whose roots here go back generations, bound together by history and necessity. Here, survival is a team effort. Farming, fishing, and cooperation aren't just traditions, they're essential for daily life. Every harvest, every catch, and every shared task is a reminder of how much the islanders depend on each other. The longboat is their lifeline, meeting rare supply ships that anchor offshore, maybe 8 or 9 times a year, and only if the weather allows. Each arrival is an event, bringing everything from food to medicine to news from the outside world. If the seas are rough, you wait. Patience isn't just a virtue here, it's a matter of survival. Sometimes supplies are delayed for weeks, and the community must stretch what they have and help each other through. The island itself is a massive volcano with only a narrow sliver of habitable land squeezed between the mountain and the sea. Nature dominates here, and the people have learned to respect its power. Beyond the settlement, the terrain is rugged and unforgiving. Jagged rocks, steep slopes, and sudden weather changes mean that one wrong step can spell disaster. Exploring the island is both a challenge and a privilege. Life here moves at a different pace. There's no traffic, no fast food, no shopping malls, just the rhythm of the sea, the wind, and the daily routines of a close-knit community. Entertainment is self-made. Islanders gather for community events, hike volcanic trails, and find joy in the raw, breathtaking beauty that surrounds them. Every day offers a new adventure shaped by the land and the weather. Islanders are resourceful, repairing, reusing, and planning for long stretches between ships. Skills are passed down and nothing goes to waste. Ingenuity is a way of life. Self-sufficiency is more than a necessity, it's a tradition, handed down through generations. Families work together, teaching children how to grow food, fix tools, and care for each other. Medical emergencies are daunting. The nearest hospital is a week away by sea. Islanders rely on a small clinic and each other, knowing that help from the outside world is never guaranteed. This reality shapes a cautious, resilient, and deeply supportive community. Everyone looks out for one another, because here, community is survival. The journey here strips away the non-essentials. When you finally step ashore, you know you've truly earned it. The sense of arrival is profound, like stepping into another world. You're not just a tourist. You're a guest, welcomed into a unique way of life. Every interaction is genuine, every tradition alive with meaning. Leaving is as tough as arriving. As the island fades into the endless Atlantic, you realize you're leaving behind more than a place. You're leaving a community, a spirit, and a lesson in resilience. The silence, the resilience, and the sense of belonging linger long after you return to the modern world. Tristan da Cunha leaves an imprint on your soul. Tristan da Cunha changes your perspective, forever. It's a place that reminds you what truly matters: community, endurance, and the beauty of simplicity. Next, we plunge into the world's coldest inhabited place, Oymyakon, Siberia. Tucked deep within the vast frozen expanse of Russia's Far East, this tiny village is a place where winter never truly loosens its grip. Here, temperatures plummet to a staggering -71 degrees Celsius, colder than most freezers, and even colder than the surface of Mars on some days. The air itself feels heavy, biting at any exposed skin within seconds. Reaching Oymyakon is an adventure in itself. It requires a multi-day drive from Yakutsk, the nearest city, along the infamous Road of Bones, a route built by Gulag prisoners, haunted by history, and lined with the memories of those who never made it. In winter, this road transforms into a treacherous, icy ribbon that snakes through endless, snow-blanketed wilderness. The landscape is both mesmerizing and menacing, with blizzards that can erase the horizon in minutes. A breakdown here isn't just inconvenient, it's life-threatening. With temperatures so low, a stalled engine can quickly become a race against time and the elements. For the people of Oymyakon, life is a daily battle with the cold. Every step outside is a test of endurance, and every chore is shaped by the relentless freeze. Eyelashes freeze together, ink solidifies in pens, and frostbite is a constant threat. Even a few minutes outdoors can leave you with a mask of ice on your face. The 500 residents are true masters of survival. Their homes are built on stilts to keep the permafrost from melting, and they wear layers of fur and wool to trap precious body heat. Their diet is rich in reindeer meat and frozen fish, providing the calories needed to withstand the cold. Even starting a car is a challenge. Engines are left running all day, or thawed with blowtorches each morning. Metal becomes brittle, and batteries die in minutes if left unprotected. Children here are remarkably resilient. School is only cancelled if the temperature drops below -55, and even then you'll find kids playing outside, bundled up like tiny astronauts, their laughter echoing through the frosty air. The landscape is starkly beautiful. Crystalline forests shimmer under the pale sun. The silence is broken only by the crunch of snow and the crackle of your own breath. Sunrises paint the snow in shades of blue and gold. Isolation here is profound. Oymyakon is hundreds of kilometers from the nearest city, surrounded by endless taiga and mountains, cut off from the world for much of the year. In this environment, neighbors rely on each other for survival. If a heating system fails, the whole community comes together to help, sharing firewood, food, and warmth. The cold shapes every aspect of life, habits, traditions, even the way food is prepared and stored. Livestock are bred for hardiness, and meals are hearty and warming. Visiting Oymyakon isn't for the faint of heart. It demands respect, careful planning, and a deep resilience. Every visitor leaves with a new appreciation for the power of nature. Yet Oymyakon stands as a powerful reminder. Humans can adapt and thrive, even in the harshest, most unforgiving corners of the planet. Here life endures, and the spirit of community burns bright against the cold. Now, let's journey to the far reaches of the Pacific Ocean, to the legendary Pitcairn Islands, remote, breathtaking, and layered with centuries of dramatic history. This is the place where the infamous HMS Bounty mutineers disappeared from the world's gaze, burning their ship to erase all trace and ensure no one could follow. Their desperate act sealed their fate, casting them into isolation and legend. Today, Pitcairn is home to just about 50 people, a tiny community made up almost entirely of descendants of those original mutineers and their Tahitian companions, whose stories are woven into every aspect of daily life. Their surnames, Christian, Young, Warren, are more than just names. They're living reminders of a dramatic past, etched into signposts, gravestones, and family gatherings. Reaching Pitcairn is a challenge in itself. There's no airport, no regular ferry, just a rare supply ship from French Polynesia, braving the vast Pacific to bring essentials and news from the outside world. When the ship finally arrives, it's a major event for the whole island. Everyone turns out to help, unloading supplies by hand from longboats in Bounty Bay, a true display of teamwork and island spirit. The island itself is tiny, rugged, and lush, with Adamstown, the only settlement, perched high above the bay, surrounded by dramatic cliffs and dense greenery. There's just one main road, a handful of quad bikes for transport, and with so few people, privacy is almost unheard of. Everyone knows everyone's story. Islanders are incredibly resourceful, growing their own food in gardens, fishing the rich Pacific waters, and crafting beautiful wooden models of the Bounty to keep their history alive. Their unique Pitcairn honey, produced by bees far from pesticides, and their colorful postage stamps are prized by collectors around the world, providing a vital link to the global community. Life here is shaped by isolation. The islanders speak a unique Creole language, work communally, and share deep bonds that come from generations of living on the edge of the world. Medical care is basic and limited. For anything serious, residents face long, expensive evacuations by sea, a stark reminder of their remoteness. The future of Pitcairn is uncertain. The population is aging and attracting new residents is a constant challenge, leaving the island's fate hanging in the balance. Exploring Pitcairn feels like stepping into a living museum. History is everywhere, from the windswept heights of Christian's Cave to the scattered remains of the Bounty on the rocky shore. Pitcairn stands as a testament to survival, legacy, and the enduring power of community at the very edge of the world, a place where the past is never far from the present, and every day is shaped by the island's remarkable story. Now, to alert Nunavut, Earth's northernmost inhabited outpost, just 817 kilometers from the North Pole. It's not a town, but a Canadian military and weather station, with a small rotating population, the only way in military flights over endless Arctic wilderness. For months it's either polar night or midnight sun, total darkness or unending daylight. Temperatures plunge below -40, and the wind makes it feel even colder. Life here is about focus and teamwork, intercepting communications, conducting climate research, and surviving the elements. The landscape is stark tundra, sea ice, and the vast frozen Arctic Ocean. Wildlife is ever-present, polar bears, Arctic foxes, and hares, all perfectly adapted. Strict safety protocols are essential. This is polar bear country. The psychological toll is real. Darkness, cold, and isolation test everyone. To cope, there's a gym, bowling alley, and movie theater. Community is everything. Standing at the edge of the Arctic Ocean, you feel both insignificant and awed. Alert is a symbol of human curiosity and resilience, a fragile foothold in a powerful wilderness. It's the true frontier of human habitation. Our final stop, Motuo County, Tibet, isolated by the world's most formidable mountains. Only recently connected by road, Motuo was China's last county without permanent access. The journey is still perilous. Landslides and snow can cut it off for months. Motuo's geography is unique, from snow-capped peaks to tropical rainforests in just a few kilometers. It's a biodiversity hotspot, home to rare plants and animals found nowhere else. The Loba and Monpa people live in harmony with the land, blending Tibetan Buddhism with ancient animism. Villages are small, self-sufficient, and deeply connected to nature. Farming, foraging, and spiritual practice shape daily life. The isolation has preserved traditions lost elsewhere. Exploring Motuo is like entering a lost paradise, clean air, clear rivers, and forests alive with waterfalls and orchids. For Buddhists, Motuo is a Bayul, a sacred hidden land, a place of refuge and spiritual power. But life here is hard. Earthquakes, landslides, and limited healthcare are constant challenges. The new road brings opportunity and risk to culture and environment. Visiting Motuo is a privilege, a reminder that the world's greatest treasures are often the hardest to reach. And there you have it, from Tristan da Cunha to Oymyakon, Pitcairn Alert, and Motuo. We've explored the edges of the map, where resilience is forged in isolation. These places and people remind us of the world's diversity and the strength of the human spirit. If these stories inspired you, please subscribe. Your support helps us keep exploring and sharing these incredible journeys. Thank you for coming along. The world is vast and amazing. There's so much more to see. Until the next expedition, stay curious and stay wild.